So I've been gone holidaying in Australia for the last 3 weeks, and I've had a wonderful vacation. I've completely unplugged from content creation for a while, but I got back today with a barrage of DMs, messages, notifications on my phone talking about a GTA 6 leak that had occurred. And just to fill you guys in, if you're not sure, even though most people have probably filled in on this already, but a particular user on the GTA forums has basically dumped and leaked over 100 videos of the development of Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 6. And this is something that is basically a build from 2019. Now, we've seen these kind of fake GTA 6 leaks in the past, but I'm here to tell you that this is the real deal. In fact, Bloomberg earlier this year talked about GTA 6 co-starring a female protagonist, and it was to be set in Vice City. And the videos that have surfaced do corroborate this information. So this is absolutely the real deal, and something that I really want to talk about. Now, obviously, we can't go into showing you footage or even screenshots or any information that has leaked from GTA 6 other than me just ranting on a video for the next 10 minutes or so about the game. But we know that Rockstar or Take-Two is a very litigious company that does like to DMCA take down pretty much anything to protect their IP. And I believe they're already in that process of basically just scrubbing the internet, scrubbing Twitter, and taking these videos offline, which is well within their rights. Now, this is something that I am very conflicted about because Rockstar, or Take-Two I should say, is a company that I've had issues with in the past, especially when it comes to the way they treat the modding community. And obviously there's been a lot of information, a lot of stories about how Take-Two has essentially, taken people to court, taken, modders to court in order to maintain some type of control over their intellectual property. And of course, I've been very outspoken about this, how heavy-handed their approach is. So in one way, it seems like that Rockstar is getting their just desserts here, but that is not my opinion at all. I know some people that probably follow this channel are thinking to themselves, you reap what you sow. Rockstar's getting, hit back very, very hard for all the things that they've done over the years. That's not really the way that I want to think about this. I don't agree with that mentality because this is something that can be very damaging to the future of GTA 6. So let's kind of jump into this a little more. Now, the game itself, a lot of people are talking about the graphics, how people don't like the graphical style of this game or the way it looks, or, it doesn't look like much of an upgrade from GTA 5. Well, I have news for you if you are one of those people that have that opinion. And that is, this is a development build. This was not anything that was meant for public consumption. This is not something that was ever to be shown to anyone. Not even to the publisher itself, probably not even a vertical slice to Take-Two for a status update. This is something that was essentially just stolen from some developer's machine. And I think making opinions on a pre-release in this fashion is just very, very narrow-minded, and I definitely don't agree with that at all. But I guess to add to that, you can be disappointed with what you're seeing. And look, people have their own opinions, and I'm not here to tell you how you should feel about it. All I'm saying is, you probably just want to wait until Rockstar delivers us an official trailer or a vertical slice or some public information. Basically, making opinions, forming opinions on leaks, especially something that was from 2019, is just not really the right approach, and I don't subscribe to that at all. Now, when it comes to leaks like this, I tend to just avoid them. And this is my kind of point of view. I know other people that really love to jump in and dissect and really just, look at everything with a fine-tooth comb and then form conclusions based on that. When it comes to leaks, for me, I tend to just sit out and not even look at it. I haven't seen any of the 100 videos that were posted online other than some screenshots and some random things that have been posted on Twitter, because when you kind of just scroll through your Twitter timeline, they're there. I mean, you can't avoid it. But from what I've been told, the game itself graphically has been improved, as well as things like the engine mechanics, specifically when it comes to things like how the police react to you, how the driving works, things like that, how the combat system works. And there's a lot here really that is quite interesting. And it does seem like, based on at least the information that has been presented, we're going to start to see this game, GTA 6, be a true next generation experience. And this is something that I'm very interested in. I also heard about a particular video that showed passenger shooting mechanics, as well as police car pursuits and things like that. And this is, again, we're seeing the next evolution of the GTA franchise. And I got to say, as someone who's been a fan of the series since the very first one back in the day, I'm here for it. I think, based on what I've heard, this sounds quite exciting. Now, the question is, how does this individual get access to all these videos? Well, as a game developer, I can tell you that a lot of developers, a lot of studios use Slack or Discord or Teams as their form of communication. Even though we are past the worst of it when it comes to COVID, there is a lot of things that have happened as a result of that. Working from home, people working remotely is something that is a lot more common than it used to be. But even before COVID, you're talking about teams that work remote. If you look at any AAA game, there is a lot of studios that are involved in the making of said game. And these studios don't all work in the same office together. Clearly, there's studios that literally work in different countries in the world. And in order to communicate, we use things like Slack or Discord or Microsoft Teams. And a lot of the times to basically offer status updates, or even when it comes to things like QA, there's a lot of times where screenshots or videos or things like that are just posted in a Slack channel. Now, if an individual is able to get access to that Slack channel, and the log history is enabled, where you can basically scroll back in time and see the conversation that's been going on, then it's possible to access those videos and download them and store them for yourself. So this is probably how these videos got leaked out. Now, when it comes to the source code, that is a different story. That sounds like there was some type of social engineering that had occurred, or some type of hack that had occurred for this individual to gain access to the source code. But probably what happened was this person was able to get on the GTA Slack server and either impersonate an employee and basically just ask where the source code repositories live and get the information that way, or take over someone's account. But I think ultimately they use Slack as their form of communication to get all the things that they needed. And the list of source code that this individual allegedly has on them is quite scary to think about. They have both the GTA 5 source code, the complete source code, which does include GTA Online. So if you have kind of the keys to the kingdom, GTA Online is a massive moneymaker for Rockstar Take-Two, as we know. And basically having the complete source code is something that would make Rockstar very, very nervous. They also have, allegedly, the GTA 6 source code from that particular 2019 pre-alpha build as well. And there's been some talks about this individual is looking to sell this source code or these source codes for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not sure if that information is accurate, but if I was Rockstar, I'd be very, very nervous about, what's going on. So what does the future hold for Grand Theft Auto 6? I've heard people say that this is going to set Rockstar back years and years and years of development. I've also heard stories that they may completely scrap GTA 6 as a result of this. I don't think either of those things will happen. What likely will occur is that development will continue on as usual. Now, there is going to be probably some changes to the internal development team, specifically when it comes to things like cybersecurity. Unfortunately, the people that work in cybersecurity on GTA 6 or at Rockstar are probably going to be on the hook for some of this stuff. Now, this is not their fault. This is something that is very unfortunate, and I feel for the developers in this particular situation, because this is absolutely horrifying, devastating that the game that they're working on has just been leaked out to the public. This is something that, as a developer, I think about as well, and I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of fears that, what I'm working on will get leaked out as well. I mean, it's something that I think every developer out there, it's kind of their worst nightmare, where you wake up one day and all of a sudden, some alpha build is leaked out onto the internet for people to basically dissect and critique, form opinions on, and really just, tarnish. And I think that's the most horrifying thing when it comes to this stuff. I guess the last thing I'm going to say is if you are watching this and you are a Rockstar developer, I do have developer friends. I have friends at Rockstar that do watch my channel. Just keep your chin up. Don't worry about it. Things will definitely get better. It's not something that you did. And I think the game, from what we've seen so far, looks amazing. And I think most of us out there are excited about the final product. So just continue doing amazing work. You are on the right path here. This is not something where you have to stop and just kind of question everything. Even though there's been some really hot takes out there, just they are noise. Just ignore those and continue doing what you do best. You're on the right path here, and I can't wait for the game to come out. It's going to absolutely kick ass when it comes out, whenever that it will be, hopefully in the next few years. But yeah, that's really all I had to say about GTA 6. It is very unfortunate that this leak did go out, but we're going to leave it here for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to put a like on it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.